go drop off some valves this morning for that Forester XT we have out there. This one I'm waiting on parts to come in to prep it to go for sale. I got a couple people interested in it right now. But today I'm going over to the shop to go work on blue. We're gonna do a little bit more wiring on that thing. Depending on what time my rear diffuser gets dropped off or the hatch, we may get that installed today too. If not, I might just do that tomorrow just to get that up on the car. So sweet. Things are going smooth. I talked to Jeremy. I got my invoice for the EG, got it paid. He's working on it right now. Should be here. He said he's trying to ship it out next week. So fingers crossed that it ships out next week. Go work on some wiring. So we're doing some not so fun stuff today because we are very close to the engine coming back. When I pay the invoice, that's when I know the engine's almost done. I paid that this morning. We are going to start getting the base harness done with, so that way when the engine comes back up, we can assemble the long block, we can get our oil pan, everything like that put up on there, get it permanently installed back in the engine bay. From there, I want to start doing the harness to finish as much of the electrical as I can because that is going to be the biggest pain. All the fabrication stuff at this point is done, so it's just going to be pretty much bolting it all in the car. I am going to have to modify the up pipe just a little bit for the new turbo setup, or for the new turbo, I guess, and build a new down pipe. Aside from that, everything else is going to be plug and play. It's going to be stupid easy this time around. So I went ahead and bought another connector box. It's right here. I've got another 35 pin connector, just like the first one I had that I had absolutely no problem pinning. So for some reason, the 47 pin I had, or the 47 pin connector I had, I just couldn't get it to pin. The 29 pin didn't have enough 20 gauge pins, so this should be perfect this time, hopefully, because I've spent like $600 on these connectors at this point. I know I can get them cheaper, but I'm just sticking with what I have right now, so everything is same. With this car, I don't mind spending the extra money to make sure everything is fucking perfect. So we got some cool stuff going on back here. So I know I've been at this for like since I got to the shop, which has been a couple hours now, and I'm almost done with this section of the harness. All of these wires right here go inside of the car. This is stuff like fuel pump, throttle pedal, brake pedal, clutch switch pedal, all things like that the ECU, which is way over there inside of that glove box, needs to be able to see. These are all spare wires that I'm not using. Some of these are like 12 volt, some of them are extra signal grounds, DPO, stepper motors. All of this is unused. I'm not gonna be using it. To be honest, I'll probably trim it back right there. I've already gone through this and reallocated everything I need to reallocate because thankfully, like I said, I have everything in that software. I ran a couple wires back right here. Right here, I've added in the vehicle speed. So we use GPS in this car to be able to track vehicle speed because I can't get the speed sensors to work no matter what I've done to try. It just pisses off the all-wheel drive system in this thing, and well, it kicks ABS on and it's just not a fun time. So I found it a lot easier just to use GPS, and it's been pretty accurate so far. So this is all pretty much done at this point. I think I'm gonna go ahead and snip this. I need to add the second thermo fan in here. I've got one thermo fan. You guys can see I've got some extra pins allocated in there. I've got a decent amount of extra spaces because there are some other wires that I'm gonna have to run back through these cannon plugs, but not into these because they're not going to be going to the Haltech. They're gonna be going into the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this up, pin out the last of the wires that I gotta pin out, and then we can go ahead and get this guy in the car, which is sweet. Then our base harness is done, and then we've got our two engine harnesses here that we can start figuring out once we get our engine back from out front. So honestly, I'm super excited for that. That's gonna make life way easier to build this engine harness. Base harness is completely built out at this point. I've added what I've needed in here. We'll sheath all this up later once the harness is like done because I do want to leave it open so that way if I need to pass wires through it, I can. I want to go get this installed in the car real quick. So let's go put this guy in. Perfect, that is beautiful. So we have both of our harnesses coming out from the firewall going into the cabin through 2 cannon plugs, which is pretty neat because in here I can disconnect the ones obviously from the engine bay to build the harness, but I don't really have any reason to disconnect the ones that are going up there. I do need to trim that out just a hair more for those things to fully seat, or I just need to get a socket to be able to tighten them down all the way. But that leaves plenty of room in here for us to be able to mount our fuse box, plug into our ECM, plug into our GPS, plug into our CAN bus stuff, and then run all of those other wires throughout the car wherever they're going to go, such as the throttle pedals, such as the fuel pumps, everything like that. So it's at a point now where I kind of need the engine back in the car, but I don't really see a point in putting the spare engine back in since we have a new one coming back up. Now I could start doing a lot of the wide body stuff on the car right now, but I feel like I should wait to do all of I need to watch videos on how to do a wide body first. Or if anybody knows how to do a wide body and they're local and they want to come help, please let me know. I'm not a body shop kind of dude. I've never really done body work, so this will be a learning experience for me. So I have a rear diffuser out for delivery for the hatch. So let's go back to the house, go install that thing, and then we'll kind of go from there. I don't really know. There's a spider on my microphone though. That's not okay. Welcome back, everybody. This is Too Dark. I got a big Subarus engineering box here for the WRX. So I felt like the rear of the car needed something, so I went ahead and I got Subarus's diffuser for it. I'm not a big fan of like super aggressive rear diffusers. If you've noticed, I've actually never put a rear diffuser on any car that I've had before. So this should be interesting. I'm very curious to see what it looks like. I would like a subtle kind of diffuser, but I think this one will work out. I think it'll work out. So let's get that big old box over there opened up real quick. Okay, now I need you guys to tell me if this looks cool because there's no way I'm gonna be able to see it from over there. Does it look cool? I think it hangs down a little bit lower. How low does this thing sit? I think it comes up more like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Before we get that diffuser on, I need to talk to you about today's video sponsor, you guys, our friends over at Techron. So today we're talking about Complete Fuel System Cleaner. Right now, O'Reilly's is having a BOGO sale on Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner through April 25th. So if you guys are looking at saving a little bit of money and snagging some extra fuel system cleaner, highly, highly recommend it. Now I use this stuff all the time in the WRX. Every time I swap between E85 and pump gas, I will run this fuel system cleaner through the car whenever I'm putting pump gas in it. Please, for the love of everything good in the world, do not put this in your car with E85. Only put it in your car with pump gas. But the downside to E85, like we said, it's very corrosive. It'll eat through fuel lines. It'll build corrosion up on the fuel hanger. Your fuel level sensor can get stuck, things of that nature. Now what this is gonna do is help break down those deposits. If you're using this in an older car, it'll help get back some of those lost MPGs that the car may have had, but over time may have been gummed up a little bit. It'll help the car run. If you're just doing a tune-up too, highly recommend tossing a bottle of this stuff in. There will be a link down below in the description for you guys to learn more about it if you so choose to. Now, let's go ahead and get that diffuser installed on this WRX. It's a workout, man. We have the car back on the ground. I have the rears really aired up right now. I am a hot boy at heart, and I'm gonna air this thing out. It's gonna be very close, but we're gonna do it anyway. I feel like we got a lot of room there. It's not even at ride height, so I'll air it out to ride height first. It's put the rear at ride height.
Okay, you've got, I don't know, like 5 inches of space.
Really?
That's it.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's ride height. We're totally good right there. I'm gonna air it out.
Oh gosh. Do you want me to tell you when to stop, or are you gonna go slow?
I'll go slow.
Okay. You've got, ooh. Okay, you've literally got like an inch.
I still got more room?
You've got,
oh, it's
like
perfect.
Literally not even a full inch.
It's perfect.
Personally, I don't love it.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I love it, because I don't love it.
I mean, okay, so I like the bottom, the actual like diffuser part of it, I like.
But it's this.
But that, I don't like how that looks.
Well, we could get a different exhaust that has 4 exhaust tips, so it would have 2 on that side, 2 on this side.
So it would like fill out the space.
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, I think with this diffuser it would look better. I really like the large exhaust. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
But not with the diffuser.
Should we pull it out and see what it looks like outside the garage?
Sure.
I ate a bowl of macaroni. I thought about it. I'm not happy with it. I'm taking the diffuser off. I don't think it flows with the style of the car very well, if that makes sense. And you know, I feel like that's something that's a little undervalued. I feel like people like force you to do modifications because they're the main, like the thing that people do. You know what I mean? A lot of people will be like, yeah, man, rear diffuser, pointy spikes. I'm not about it. I don't like it. I don't want, let's take it off. Let's just, I'm not a fan. Took it back off the car. Personally, I don't like it. I'll keep looking around, see if there's any other ones that I might find that I like. It's just, that one is just, something, it's just, I didn't like it with the car, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sure it would look great on somebody else's hatch, but my hatch, I don't think it looked great on. So we had like a new parking garage open up near us. Like, I think it opened up this week, maybe like Monday. And I want to go do some cinematography, some videography. I want to get out for a bit and just go enjoy things. So I'm headed down to this parking garage, brand new to me. I want to get some like nice, fun video, some cool photos, all the good stuff. I've been like, the past couple days, I've been taking a break from like really working on the cars. I just need a small break from it. The 04 STI, I've been working on that, prepping to get it ready for sale, but I don't know. Let's go do something actually fun for a bit. Although I wish I had more car friends over here to go out and actually do stuff with, because I don't really have any, so I'm gonna go down there by myself. I'm gonna go enjoy my own company. Can I get in there? The turbo whistle? That's all I can hear and I love it, man. The top's pretty cool. Cool shots here. I've probably been here about an hour now. I got a whole bunch of photos. I got a whole bunch of video for like Instagram and whatnot. I'm gonna get some for the tubes, and I think I'm gonna jet out of here. I really enjoy this spot. It's like quiet, peaceful. There's not a lot of people around. It's well lit. I can just come here to film if I want to. I've been waiting for a spot like this for so long, because before where I live, there's just nowhere to go shoot. Got back last night, looked at the footage, didn't really like any of it that I shot, so I deleted most of it, and you know, I salvaged some, but I mean, that's the way it goes with shooting. Sometimes you'll go out, you'll shoot a lot of video, you don't like any of it, so you delete it all. It happens. I've done that recently the past couple days with a couple YouTube videos. I've shot entire videos, didn't like them, so I deleted them, but I don't know, I feel like I've been in a funk the past couple of days, and I'm like getting out of it. You know, like sometimes in life, like nothing even has to cause it. Like you just like wake up and you're like, something just doesn't seem right, or something is like off. That's how I've been the past couple of days. Get on the other side of it. I'm super excited for this thing to get sold and be gone. I've already got a deposit on a new car that I'm bringing to the channel. I'm somebody, I like change and I like to struggle, as weird as that sounds. With Subarus, it used to be a struggle for me because if you've been around a long time, you know I didn't know how to do any of the stuff I do on these cars now. And now that I've kind of gotten to the point where I know how to do all of it, I want the feeling of struggle again, where I don't know what I'm doing with something. So the car that we're picking up is in California. I may be flying down there to go get it and bring it back up, or it may be delivered to us. I don't quite know yet. This should be fixed tomorrow. I had to buy another axle for it. I have a whole video on fixing that car, which you guys will get. I'm still in process of shooting it because I'm waiting on parts to come in for it, but this should hopefully have a new home in the next week or two. Got a handful of people that are interested, but no one like super serious on the sale of the 04 yet, but the new car is something that, it's one that's been mentioned, it's one that I know you guys will like, it's one that you guys have recommended, and it's still in the wheelhouse of being a little bit weird and untraditional, if that makes sense. And it's still JDM. I think you guys are really gonna like it. So anyways, that's all I really got for you guys on this one. It was more of a just kind of prepping blue for the EG to come back. That should hopefully be coming back. Jeremy said he wants to get it shipped out next week. Like I said at the beginning of the video, once I get the invoice paid, that's when we know the engine is almost done. So very excited to get blue back up and running again. Excited for the changes that are going to be coming also, because like I said, I miss the feeling of struggle sometimes. So if you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green. You know what? We're going to do a different outro because I want change. I want things to be different. So I'm not even going to mention all that. See you guys in the next one. That was dumb. I just shot an outro. I hated it. It didn't feel right. It felt wrong. I feel disgusted in myself. I got for you guys on this one. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, purple, green, blue, silver, sapphire, gold, you know, whatever color it turns for you. If you're not already subscribed and you want to be, put it in one of these corners. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.